Hi everyone, welcome to our first ever video. I wanted to do something a little more chill, and since Fairy Woods has gained so much attention in the last year, I thought it would be great to share my personal tips and tricks for running a successful club. I'll have some staff with me as well talking, since they help out a lot with ownership and see things that I may not, to help give you guys the best advice if you're ever thinking about owning a club in the future.
I can hear myself.
Oh.
It's being like what?
Is it what? Hey.
Be not strict. Be strict but flexible. Not strict but flexible. Reasonable, yeah. Be somewhat strict but reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. Because what we've noticed as well. So
if we're too chill, then
yeah, exactly.
It really does.
Then the club just dies. And that would go for any club. Like, as soon as you become too chill, the club dies. Now,
exactly.
The one thing that people appreciate a lot is that we take their personal lives into consideration all the time. 100%, 110%,
Yeah.
500%. All the time. Like, we never ever let anybody feel like they've, what do you call it? Not
feel left out?
No, not left out. Like, like they've let us down because they couldn't come to something because of something in their real life has happened.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't let us down. We do events, games, club photos. We do it all the time. There's always a second chance to...
Yeah.
Is that you? Wait, what's happening to my laptop?
Yeah. Wait, are you recording?
Yeah.
Wait, right now. Oh my god, I didn't even know, and I've been swearing. My god.
It'll change.
Wait, let me put my good mic in. I just farted.
That's so nice.
Hey. Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Okay.
Anyways. Hey!
So, owning a club, it's super hard, I must say, and it does, like, it is something that you need to sort of put a little bit of your life into, because you are dealing with, like, a group of friends. Since we do see our club as a massive friend group, it's not just about Star Stable at this point. Like, you know, these are our friends. So we make time for our
we
friends.
can't just think that just... Yeah. We can't just think they're just numbers. They're also genuine people with, like, I guess, club members and a real life behind the screen. And I think that's really something that you should take into consider, not just as an owner, but as, like, a staff member. That
exactly.
People do have private lives and they are going to be busy. So it's not cutting people slack, more of being reasonable and understanding that, hey, like, other people do need their time and do need that social battery to charge up, or whatever's going on in their life. They do need that support from just a club.
Yeah.
Because a club can be more than just a friend group. It can also be a support group.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, it's one of those things where you need to be able to balance your real life with other things as well, because as much as we love Star Stable and getting on there and doing things, and we need to, like, take care of ourselves as well.
Okay, keep going.
I mean, pretty much, like, you need to make sure, you know, because a lot of people were saying that they were evolving their life around the game. That's pretty much the whole point I was getting at. I'm super busy myself, but at the same time, I still wanted to own a club. And it's possible to do that because we've made it possible.
Owning a club, as Tove said before, it's not easy. It's really not.
No.
And it does take a lot of practice and time into it. You also have to hear out what your club members have to say and what they want.
Not everybody can attend everything. You need to understand that, you know, there's always next time, and it's okay. And you know, it like, another thing too, it sort of depends on what the club is as well. Like, dressage clubs, yes, they do require attendance. You do need to be a bit more strict, but at the same time, there is a way to go about it. You can be strict, but you can also be nice and be a bit more considerate about it, because there's a lot of people who do complain about clubs being way too strict and harsh, and not that there's anything wrong with having a schedule, like I was saying. There's nothing wrong with that. In this club, instead of it just being staff completely... I mean, we've got our little group of staff, but instead of that being totally separate from the rest of the club, making them feel like they're left out, we make it all included, making sure that everyone's welcome, everyone's okay, and we all play a role in that, because we know that if we be there for them, they'll be there for us. And that's what makes us such a close friend group and a successful club, because people like that. They like to see that about us. They like to see, close friendships, healthy, positive, everything. I mean, at the end of the day, everything's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. You're going to have hiccups. We've had our own hiccups. Every club does, all right?
As a leader and as, someone that's going to be there for others, you need to have that, I guess, support from other people. You need to be able to take that responsibility on.
Exactly.
And grow, grow as a person from those hiccups.
You've just got to be organised as well. I mean, you've got to know, you've got to sort of be a little bit advanced with your communication skills, and that's why I think some clubs aren't very successful, because the owners of them may be quite young. Not saying that, young club owners can't own clubs, they can. But if they want to turn into this big successful club, then they've got to have a very,
maturity level.
Yeah, they've got to have a broad knowledge of how to really communicate with people, especially if they're going to have people that are probably over their age as well. People are different. There's people in this club that are a lot younger than me, so I've got to learn how to talk to them.
Yeah, you can't just disregard someone by their age. You got to listen to everyone. Everyone's equal.
As soon as you make your club members feel like their opinions do not matter and that they can't have a say, they start to be really quiet and they won't speak. So we need to learn how to communicate with each other online. Things can be taken the wrong way. Messages can be taken the wrong way. We can get a little bit too silly on calls and maybe say something offensive. It happens all the time. We've had those small hiccups, and I'm sure other clubs have had those too, but you've got to understand on how to fix that problem the right way compared to the wrong way. A lot of people would retaliate in a very negative sort of immature way, and it really causes trouble for people. And then the other way is to just address the topic straight away, let everyone know, look, this is what's happened. Can we all be on the same page here? Let's fix this, and have that sort of attitude. Once everyone gets that attitude going, it's really hard to have something snowball. Every time we have had something happen that's been small, big, whatever, we've been able to diffuse the situation in literally minutes. It's never lasted longer than not even an hour or whatever. It's gone straight away. As soon as something happens, we fix it, and we all work together to fix it. And that's because we've all got the same mindset, because we've just done it that way, or I've sort of wanted to do it that way in the club, because I've, I guess, learnt from experience in real life and friendships online that you need to be on the same page with the other person to be able to get across to each other when you aren't there face to face.
Agreeable 100%. There's a lot of delay in calls, so that also affects how we come across sometimes. Staff members need to listen to the owner, but so does the owner to the club members. The owner needs to listen to the members as well.
What sums it all up is we've become successful in holding a good number of members. We've still got about 40 or so, or 30 something, and it's stayed that way. We've never dropped below 30 since we've become a little more well known on our server. We haven't actually gone below 30 members before. It's always gone up or stayed around that range, because we've got our main members who have stayed with us from the start, and then obviously the ones that drop up and down, and new ones that come in and go, maybe because it's not what they're looking for. But reason being, we have been successful with getting people together as a group without a schedule, without being strict, or too strict, and, without sort of giving off that vibe that you need to drop everything in your real life to put it all into the game, is because we are very understanding with people's lives. We understand that there's, you're a real person behind the screen. You've got things going on. You've got work, life in general, school, homework, exams, everything, like everything going on. It becomes a lot. Sometimes you need breaks away from social media in general. We don't just play SSO, we've also got our personal social medias that we use, family, friends. Those two can be quite exhausting, you know, and it sort of depends on what age you're at and where you are in your life. People who are in high school, it's a lot different. People who are in college, university, anything. There's all different people of all different ages that play this game. So you need to understand what life is like for everybody.
It's all about reading through those things and actually like reading applications and going through them with your staff member, which Tove honestly does an amazing job at that. Props to her that she actually asks for our opinions.
You just want to make a club feel very comfortable and welcoming.
Yeah.
And also just have an engaging audience outside of your club, so like you can host events to make sure that your like people outside of your club can see what kind of club you are.
That's very true. And like another thing too is sort of offering a lot of different things as well. Not having that wall up between ownership and club members. Sort of think of it as a whole group instead and stop thinking of it as like, I'm just the club owner, that's it. Think of it as more like, this is my club and I've got to take care of it sort of thing. I think it just really depends on your mindset as well with owning a club. If you've got a great mindset with it, you can achieve so many big things. But the key to success is it comes first with your members. You won't have a successful club if you've got no members. So that's where you firstly need to start.
Yeah, think about your members before your own club blowing up.
The key to success is to firstly start with your members and your friendships with those and creating connections, sort of getting your name out there of what sort of owner you are. Once you make an imprint on people, they will share that with their friends. And you don't want to make a fake imprint either. You want it to be 100% truthful. You don't just want to do it because I said that. Just because I said that's the key to success doesn't mean you just go, oh, I'm going to like manipulate everybody. No, you got to be truthful. Be truthful about it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, because people can tell when you are being fake and when you're not. Like, I can tell when people are being honest to me as well, and when they really do care about my feelings or when they don't. Then along with that comes a lot of people who want to join your club for that fact, because they may have come from a toxic club, they're looking for a club that's got that vibe, anything like that. And then that's,
you know what I remember what you used to do when we were in the club. You used to promote your club in the chat, remember, on Global?
Yeah.
Make sure you also like make an Instagram to put your feed out there.
Yeah, I found out about the
unique,
club through Instagram too.
Yeah, make it unique as well, because no one wants to see a double backlash of a club. We don't want to see doubling up the same
exactly.
Very unique.
Because that's just kind of taking someone else's idea and implementing it into your own. And not many people want to join those type of clubs.
Exactly, and it just ruins the whole unique side of it, and it just makes it become basic. Like, you know, once you're unique, it makes you stand out. So be unique, start advertising in global. Like, a lot of things nowadays is found through social media, Discord, Instagram, everything. So, you know, a lot of clubs on here, small clubs, if they're starting out, they most likely don't have Instagram or Discord. So for you to grow your club, some little tips for you guys who don't have social media would be to advertise in global as much as you can, stand at a popular place, which most likely is Steve's. Go to things, like if you do get a couple of club members, try and get them together, let them know when you're on next through chats, log on. You want to be seen as a group. So if you're all matching and you stand out in your club and you're standing in a row, that makes you stand out. And people are like, oh, here's a club with quite a few members here. What's this about? Then they'll start asking questions, and then that's how you sort of gain it. And like being active as well, like going to the same place, being seen heaps, getting your name known, and people will start logging on and they'll see someone run past and be like, oh, there's that club, or oh, there's that person. Like, I've seen them around. That's how you guys can get your names out there. With social media, if you've got Discord or whatever, number one, making an open server, give people the chance to be a part of your club without being in it. Promoting like your Instagram as well, because Instagram is like it's key. Having a very good feed and having like your Instagram highlights, all that stuff. People love looking at that. I love creating aesthetically pleasing things all the time. It's a hobby. Having a good feed and having a layout of what you're doing, having a theme as well, having a very unique theme. If you're not great with editing, that's okay. Use filters. And even in your open server, you need to be organized as well, like, so people know where they're going and they're not confused, and it makes them go, oh, this open server, like, I want to live in this server, sort of thing. Like, I want to be here all the time. I want to chat here. That you want to draw their attention to you, and that's how people with social media, how you can advertise your club as well. Advertise your Discord server, like your open server on global. Have a bunch of open events every now and then. Be seen as a group, the same as what the people with no social media do. You know, if we are seen as a group together standing, and we've all got fairy woods above our heads and we're all in uni, the amount of people who will say, can I join, is just like, whoa, what's going on here? I didn't really know that you guys were so interested. It draws people's attentions, because when you see people in groups like that, it's just like, oh, who's this? Like, who are you guys?
It's a cool group to hang out with as well. It's just cool to see that. What is your opinion, Dusky? I want to hear Dusky's opinion as, like...
Do you have any?
Yeah, like, I definitely agree with that. Like, being seen as a cohesive group, you know, dressing up the same outfit, having the same horse, and having the same club name above your head, it really does add that sense of authenticity, and that you really, like, want to be cohesive and organized, you know, with your outfits. And it does act kind of like a marketing tool, but in the end, you're just trying to present yourself as a fun and friendly club, which does draw the attention of a lot of people. And even though they might not directly come up to you and say, oh, I want to join, they might, you know, search you up on Instagram or Discord, and they can engage a bit more further there.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I agree with that too. And that also, like, brings me on to, for example, like, because our club is a family all-rounder club and we offer a lot of things, if you own something that's a little bit more, like, fixated on something else, like a dressage club or cross-country or whatever, you need to attract your targeted audience as well. You need to attract the people who are interested in what you have to offer. But you also need to offer other things, not just what your club is. I know you guys are just cross-country, but offering other things as well makes people go, oh, they have that too. And then you never know. Like, we were never a dressage club. We never planned that. But, you know, we thought, let's put dressage in here just in case, because there might be people who still like it.
And a lot of members.
A lot of members loved it.
Exactly. Like, what I like about family clubs is the fact that you can just add different activities that certain people cater for, and that's just really good because it does show a lot of variety.
No one wants to hear about Rona. I'm sorry. Rona. About Rona. No one wants to hear that. What was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What was I saying?
Shut up. Does anyone want to see my hot ass outfit? To have a successful club is to work on your members first.
Yeah.
Then once that's
say that again.
All going, what?
Like, just repeat what your sentence.
What did I say?
Oh my god. You were like, to have a successful club, you need to
We should have a club podcast and just be like,
Okay, so to have a successful club. Fuck.
I used to have a successful club. Fuck.
What was my sentence? Coffee. Help me.
What?
What was my sentence?
Okay. To have a successful club, you need to be patient. You also need to be generous, kind, giving, strict, and whatnot. But most importantly, be supportive of your fan base.
Coffee, you literally just sounded like Dirt Girl from Dirt Girl World.
Dirt Girl World! Get grubby.
Get grubby.
Dirt Girl World! What?
But some tips and tricks for your clubs as well is to advertise. Can't stop advertising. Keep posting on your Instagram constantly, advertising global constantly, have events, open events, advertise that, you're doing a little open event, get people to meet you wherever you are. Be seen as a group with your club. So if you are on for club photos, use that as an advantage to walk around and let people see you in your big group. Like, go to Steve's farm just before photos. Let people see you. Try and be as drama-free as possible, okay? You're going to have your hiccups, but that does not mean that you turn it into drama. My goodness, there is a difference.
Exactly.
There is a difference between
and
having
people,
hiccups, ponding on it, and like stirring it up and turning it into some big thing when it's so unnecessary and not needed. Like, and sharing it with other people. Don't get gossipy inside your club. You need to be all open about it. Let everyone know what's going on, even if they're not a part of it. Just let them. Don't cause drama. There is a way to avoid it. If a problem happens, go to someone.
If there's
maybe
a way to avoid it,
exactly. If you're not really that sure on how to fix this situation, go to someone who you may trust, even if they're not part of your club, and ask for advice. Ask another club for advice if you have to.
Yeah, don't get salty if someone wants to leave your club, because I see this in a lot of clubs. They're like, oh, but they just joined. It's like, some clubs aren't for many people, and you've got to understand that as a club member, as a staff, as just any person in a club. You got to understand that some clubs aren't for some people.
I know people think, well, it's a waste of my time if I've gone through applications. I mean, you've put yourself in the position to be a club owner, okay? This is what comes with being a club owner. You're going to have times where you feel like your time is wasted, okay? And I mean, that's not always a bad thing, because this is where the consideration parts comes in. Some people, I would know if I was a member, like applying for all these different clubs and trying to find what was for me, because I really wanted like sort of my forever home sort of thing. If I went into a club, I'm that sort of person who knows straight away from the vibe if it's not for me. And I would not want to stay just out of guilt because I don't want to upset anybody. I wouldn't want to feel like that. I would want to be like, oh, damn, like, I think I might leave. I'm not really happy here. Okay, that's looking after yourself. And you need to, even if you're a club owner, put yourself in that position too and think, how would you feel if you applied and got into a club and realised that vibe isn't for you and you're feeling super uncomfortable?
So true.
So, what comes with being a club owner is those things, okay? Reading applications and going through that. You chose to own a club. This is what's going to happen. So you need to understand that. Obviously, if people are just being stupid and they're putting through stupid applications, that's annoying.
Yeah. In our club, we do use, words.
Of course, language.
That shouldn't be used. Language. We use language.
Language.
That's language. Language.
Language. Guys. Of course, language.
Language.
Isn't language English?
Oh, why is everyone clapping?
Language.
No, language.
We use English.
Then get out.
Exactly. No.
Get out. We don't want you here.
Get out.
Oh, what the f*** is Steve's?
Didn't you notice?
Oh my god.
That's what
It's
the update
fat.
is.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so laggy. What the hell? Girl, Oh, this is like bussing. Oh my god.
Bussing.
Oh my bussing. Facts. Say less.
Say
less.
Say less.
Say less. Say less.
Let's say bye to the camera, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I hope everyone has a lovely week.